friends, welcome back. Today is Cards for Kindness Boxing Day. When I box these up, I kind of like to go through them a little bit and talk about them, and 99.9% of these there are videos for. So if you like a card and you want to see how I made it, go on back through and take a look. Let's get going. I have my little notes here. So Cards for Kindness wants you to send at least 10 cards at a time. And I send cards like quarterly, so usually it's a pretty good heavy box. They want envelopes. They want them to be standard size cards, so not slim lines, not giant 8x8, stuff like that. And then this is on the website at scrapbook.com, and you print this off to put in the box with your cards. So what I like to do is I'll divide them up into categories, right? So these would be, I think, considered in the Happy Hello area, as with this one. So let's start with these. These I made using the scrapbook.com fall treats bundle, which is the last video that went up just a few days ago. So go take a look at that. Very simple cards, but turned out super cute. So you've got the die that makes your coffee cup. It also comes with an iced latte one, a mug, whipped cream, all the things. And then the stamp is a donut stamp from the stamp set that came in that bundle. This background is a honeybee stamps coffee bean stencil, and then I just layered some polka dot vellum over it. And you know how I feel about naked insides, so there's always at least a piece of paper from the outside inside. La la la. So let's see, we'll start with Happy Hello. All right, now these are from just a couple videos back. This Thinking of You is from Heffy Doodle, and I cut it out 3 times out of really heavy cardstock and layered it up because I wanted it to really stand out. Again, just a little bit of the paper inside. And then these little dies are actually from the Dollar Tree, you guys. $1.25 for these cute little tropical leaf dies. Again, paper inside. So there's 2 more Happy Hellos. Here's a few more hello cards. Hello friend. This is a Simon Hurley stamp set. And I really love this big bold flower. You see the background, I didn't color them all, right? So it looks good colored or not colored. We've got some dewdrops and some sequins. Just hello friend. And then a little bit of stamped paper with the green inside. Enjoy this day. I'm counting this as a Happy Hello. I did a little stamped image in there. This stencil and these stamps are from Brutus Monroe. They were from last year, I think it was last spring, card making event. You pay your money and you get this giant box of card making goodies. That's included in the price. And then it's an online, a couple of days with different guest instructors. It's incredibly fun. Sending you sunshine again. Oh, look, I broke my rule. There's nothing inside. This is a Simon Hurley stamp set and Simon Hurley inks. Bloom, Thinking of You. Now that one I did put something in there. This bloom is from that Brutus Monroe event. And I think this is a Wendy Vecchi flower. It's either a Wendy Vecchi or Brutus Monroe. All right, here's some more hellos. This, again, I cut the sentiment a few times and then layered it up. And it was thin paper, so I also pop dotted it. So you've got some really bright colors. This is all Hero Arts. This was a kit, one of those kits they sell in Joann's. So the paper was in the kit. This background stencil was in the kit. The bling was in the kit. This is actually, what do they call it? It's like Ranger Perfect Pearls, but they call it something else and I can't remember right now. But I mean, nice and dimensional when they dry. And again, bad puppy, I broke my own rule. And here's another hello there from the same kit. So I used the stencil to make a plaid. I inked some paper with kind of an ombre, and then I cut this out, again, stacked it. These are some really old Prima flowers, like the plain white ones that are meant to spray or ink or color yourself. And I inked them a little bit. And then we have another Hero Arts hello there. So I did the stencil on a diagonal for the upper half, cut a piece of cardstock for the bottom half, die cut. That one is not layered, it's just a single layer, and then I use the pearls. And then, bad puppy. This high, I like this card. It's just simple, but it makes me happy. So this is Doodlebug. All Doodlebug papers, Doodlebug little enamel dots, and then these are a die cut. I think they might be scrapbook.com. And then I did put pretty things inside. Here's another Doodlebug. Hello. This is all Doodlebug. The tag, the twine, all of it, all came from Doodlebug. And I put a little heart in there. I'm a Doodlebug loving girl. Okay. Look at this guy. I love him so very much. Now he takes a hot minute to put together, and you know, if you want to make him more realistic, you gotta do some inking. But I love him. He is from Waffle Flower. This was Tropical Kit Dye from summer 2023. I don't think they have it anymore, but there's got to be similar things out there, right? So you have your base, feathers, let's see, tail feathers, and crown. And I gave him a little extra on the crown. I wanted him to have a really good crown. He is just so pretty. So he's from Waffle Flower. This is a Spellbinders die. All of these flowers and things are from the same set. And then this is some paper from Spellbinders. And then I put some of that paper inside. And then here's another bloom card. Again, from that event with Brutus Monroe. I just really like this die. I like the size of it. I like the font a lot. Now the paper, the shadow behind it was inked in an ombre before it was die cut. And then the sentiment itself, I stacked up with really heavy Nina Solar White and stacked it. And then I pop dotted it. Here we've got another one that's all Doodlebug. This is a stamp set I colored and die cut. You're My Sunshine is actually out of the pattern paper. All the hearts, all the tags, everything, Doodlebug, and then I put some of the heart paper inside. I have like 500 sheets of this paper, I swear. I love it so much. And then we've got Snail Mail, Sending Happy Thoughts. This little dude, I'm pretty sure, is Waffle Flower. He is just so precious. Ah. So you've got your grass, Spellbinders die, Hero Arts die, Sending Happy Thoughts. It's just a stamp. And then I added some of the hearts inside. This stamp set, you know, I don't know why people don't love it as much as I do. I adore it. It was one of the inexpensive ones that Hobby Lobby had for a year or so. And it's 3 layers for the flower, 3 layers for the leaf. They stamp so nice. And then I just did these in bright Simon Hurley colors. Add a little bit of bling, a little hello, and then a leaf inside. Here we've got Lawn Fawn. This is a shaker. Little high shaker. It's your little lemons. This was a kit from the scrap room. So the background stamp, I stamped on this yellow pattern paper and embossed it in white and just did a little bit of color. Tiny, tiny bit. You're the Zest. Ha ha, I love a pun. With a little lemon inside. Now this card I like a lot. Hello, my darling. This paper, I'll try to remember to link to it. I got it off Amazon. It's a company that I'll do reviews for once in a while. These gold blings are just the inexpensive ones from Hobby Lobby. Tim Holtz Booterfly and Tim Holtz sticker. And then a little bit of the paper inside. This paper is beautiful. Look at that. It looks like he did a bunch of mixed media stuff on it, and he didn't have to. All right, so here I have a couple of thoughts and prayers. You're in my thoughts and prayers. This is a background die, cover plate die. Again, those Prima flowers that are meant to be dyed and stuff. And then some little die cuts. Really simple card. And I put die cuts inside. Just simple, but I think it turned out really pretty. These colors were for a blog called the Color Dare. It's a color challenge. And I was on their design team for about a year and a half, and this is one of the cards I did for that. And then I have this Sending Prayers. This Christmas cactus is from Spellbinders. I actually had a giveaway for it a few months ago, and surprisingly enough, no one entered. I couldn't believe it, but It's real simple. You cut it out, ink it if you want, don't ink it if you don't want to. You do a little fold and that's it. And then I put some of the blue cardstock inside. And this cardstock, the blue is from Spellbinders. Okay, now I wanted to show you this stamp set. These cards, I did a whole bunch of them, the backgrounds were done using this stamp set, and then the sentiment, in case no one has told you lately, you matter, came from Brutus Monroe. And I sat one day and I did like a bunch of backgrounds and stamped them up and just did these cards. Now this Viva Las Vegas stamps, you can get their stamps a few different ways. You can buy a whole plate, which is what I tend to do, which is unmounted rubber. You could buy individual stamps, either unmounted rubber, cling foam mounted rubber, or on a block. And they're lovely. I mean, they're really thick, nice, deeply etched rubber. I was on their design team for years too, and I love them. But this stamp set in particular, I feel like you get a lot of mileage out of, because you've got a botanical, you've got this beautiful star, backgrounds, you've got some words, you've even got one for the back of your card, handmade with heart, a couple more embellishments. I like that leaf a lot, and I love this. So this one, if you're interested, is plate 1471, VivaLasVegasStamps.com. I'm not on their design team anymore or anything, but I still love them, and I still use their stamps a lot. So look, nice little gold splatter on the back. Actually, some Tim Holtz Lost Shadow, and then some gold. And then lastly, we have some birthday cards. This one was also done for the Colored Air blog, and this is a Tim Holtz die set, and I just used some confetti for the background. I thought this turned out really cute. And I did some balloons from that die set on the inside. This is one of my favorite cards that I made last year, I gotta tell you. Wishing you a fabulous day. This fox is also from Viva Las Vegas Stamps. So you've got the stamped fox, and I stamped him twice because I wanted his jacket to be this color. So I stamped him on the tag, and then I stamped him on this color and cut the jacket out, layered it over, and just a tiny bit of coloring. A little bit of brown on his ears, a little bit of gold in his stripes, and gold on his buttons. Word strip. This is a punch, just a strip of paper, and then a strip on the inside. But I love this card. Now these are from Honeybee. Not Honeybee. They are honeybees. They are from Lawn Fawn. You're as sweet as honey. So I did a honeycomb background. Now I did this with two different size matting circles. And I will say I do prefer the smaller. But just real quick, dirty watercolor on them. Die cut everybody out. And they're actually happy birthday cards. Happy B-Day. Happy B-Day. I love a pun. Keep telling you. Now this is probably one of my other favorite cards. It's simple, but these monsters, these are Simon Hurley's monsters, mythical monsters, and I love them. I will just sit and stamp out a whole bunch of them, and then I can just sit and color them while I'm watching YouTube or whatever. Just simple cards, some background paper. It was a scrap, actually. A few little embellishments, and voila, you've got a cute little monster card. Good for a boy or a girl. And then just a little bit of stripe inside. Look at this. Isn't it cute? So we've got Doodlebug papers, Doodlebug cutouts. You got your little birdie bird. He is from Avery L Stamps, and I don't even know if they're available anymore, but if they are, they're worth having. They're so cute. And there was a little die set to go with them too. I just thought this turned out super cute. And then one more birthday card. On the outside it says, "You're sweet." On the inside it says, "Happy birthday." This is a Simon Hurley stamp set. Nothing's layered. This is the sentiments pop dotted, but that's it. Embossing folder. This was patterned paper. Again, this was a Colored Air blog color challenge, so that's why the palette is what it is. And then I used some watercolor markers and a wet brush and just kind of colored them in a little bit. I don't think you can see it, but on the lemon slice, I used a glitter pen over it. I don't think the camera's picking it up, but you can see it in real life. And then these itty bitty little pearl hearts. These are from Hobby Lobby, believe it or not. I mean, they're precious, aren't they? So yeah, those are the cards that are going in this quarter's Cards for Kindness. I haven't made as many this year because I don't know, I've been off my game a little bit, but we're gonna get cracking for next year. So I hope you enjoyed these cards. Go back through the videos if you like any of them and see what there is. I think some of them are on my blog too. I'll try to remember to go and link to that. Y'all have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.